Hello YouTube, welcome from my stoep. We can see the birds are all enjoying the rain, little bit of rain that we received over the weekend and this morning also. So yeah, it's a relief after a very hot 2 weeks or so. But I decided to bring you this today, an update on my top 5. I did a top 5, I think, here in May this year, May or June, and I decided to do another top 5 update for the half year, or as I said the last time, for the year so far. Now, the reason why it's changing is probably part of the video that I did, I think the previous one, or maybe 2 previous ones, where I mentioned the differences in your own experience and your own tastes when tasting tobaccos. And strictly technical speaking, I'm probably not the best or qualified to do tobacco reviews, because I don't necessarily do it so scientifically like it should be done. For example, a wine taster or a book review or things like that, because when you do it scientifically correct, you probably have to use a scoring sheet and take all the factors into account to minimize the subjectivity as much as possible. For example, the pipe you're using, the layer of cake, the possible ghosting in the pipe, the tobacco cuts, the humidity of the tobacco, and also yourself, as person. There's also a lot of subjectivity in yourself, time of day, what you expected of the tobacco, and all those kind of things. So scientifically, technically, I don't necessarily take all those things into account. But I think that's why my reviews are not necessarily perfect reviews in terms of those standards. My reviews is more reviews for, as I felt and as I experienced it on that day, or over a few days, or over a few bills. And that's why it changes. I remember I made a review on, I think it was bow-legged bear, which Jason, and that's a shout out to Jason in this video, which Jason made some comments on last week, and I concur with those comments, because the day when I reviewed it and now is it's quite far away, and I'm not experiencing that greatness from the tobacco that I had when I did the review. But that's the difference between my reviews and other reviews. So if you're looking for a strictly technical, correct, scientifically review, this is probably not the right one. For me, it is what I experience, and that's why I'm doing this top 5, because over the last 6 months I've experienced quite some nice tobaccos in different settings, in different occasions, and I made myself a top 5 list, and there are 2 or 3 which I really struggle to keep out. But yeah, so here it is. And it's in no specifically order. It's just as I've made them up. So all 5 will be kind of equal in terms of the ranking. Although there might be 2 that's number 1 and 2, but for now, no order. The first one is Maltese Falcon. Maltese Falcon I enjoyed when I opened up and started smoking it. All the bowls that I have of this one, and you can see about halfway through, was excellent. And it's what I got from this one was a very smoky, leathery, musky flavor. But then there was something very strange in Maltese Falcon, which I don't know whether anyone else has tasted it or smelled it. And that's a kind of a berry-like sweetness, dark berry, and I compare it to some of the red wines where you get a very similar berry-like sweetness. So I got that also in this one, a touch of berry sweetness, but also citrusy, spicy, and then that caramel butterscotch, which I had in the bowls. So Maltese Falcon from GLPs. That was all the bowls that I had was really enjoyable. The second one, GLP Odyssey. GLP Odyssey, on the tin it says bold and assertive yet eminently refined. Odyssey is dark with Latakia, but that's far from all there is to the story. Wonderful black stove, the matured red Virginias in perfect balance, while exotic oriental tobaccos weave in and out, dancing delicately like dervishes in the billowy clouds of fragrant smoke. Now that's exactly what it is. When I smoked this, I got this bold Latakia, but then also a creamy, smoky, fragrant flavor from it, and just a hint of sweetness. And even now, when I smell it, it's quite different from the Maltese Falcon. Definitely a flowery, fragrant, kind of incense-like flavor that came from this. And again, all the bowls that I had from this one, and also quite nearly half, was very nice. GLP's Odyssey, strong Latakia, but a fragrant hint of sweetness. Then the other one I actually finished, and I haven't got another one, so it's also GLP's Quiet Nights. Now, Quiet Nights was, the notes that I made of it was spicy, smoky, lots of Latakia, and then this oriental incense flavors, which came through very nice. And again, well, I polished the whole bowl, so all of that was just one big pleasure. So that's my number 3 on my list. And then number 4, which you probably expected, and again, not necessarily in order. So I think in terms of 1 to 5, this one will easily be number 1 or 2. But Penzance, this one is 2007. It's not open yet. So Penzance was the whole previous pack, which is close to finished now. All of them were, I got the same tobacco every time. This campfire, earthy, spicy, dark chocolate flavors, or roasted cocoa or roasted coffee beans, anything in that area. But to me, Penzance was all the flavors were very nice and enjoyable. And then the next one is Daniel Nightcap. Daniel Nightcap, again, you know, in the past, I think the first time when I reviewed it, I was not so impressed with it. And the last few bowls I had from Daniel Nightcap was all of them again, just something peculiar, spectacular. So So I'm raising the points on this one. Suddenly it became a very nice one for me. Nice perique-like spiciness that comes through, but not too much spiciness and perique. Definitely lots of smokiness, and an old leathery or moldy or cellar-like flavor that comes into this one. A lot of people think it's a strong tobacco. To me, it's not necessarily that strong. Not a nightcap. I can smoke it any time of day. But that's my number 5 then. So the 5 tobaccos for the year: Maltese Falcon, Odyssey, Penzance, Nightcap, and Quiet Nights. Now, before switching off, I need to say that there's 3 tobaccos which made the cut just not. And maybe next year they will make the cut. Those 3 which easily could have pushed one of these 5 out is Blue Mountain, Bayou on the Frog Martin on the Bayou, yeah, Frog Martin on the Bayou, and Pirate Cake. These 3 easily could have made the cut. I literally had to smoke each of them to decide should they be in the 5 or not, and then I decided no, maybe next year they will make the cut. So yeah, friends, that's my top 5 for the second part of this year, and while enjoying, what I've got in here is the Bayou. So while I'm enjoying this Frog Martin on the Bayou, while watching the birds jumping around and enjoying the freshness of the rain, very nice. But not to waste your time, I'm going to greet you and thank you for watching, and enjoy your day while I'm puffing away in my Stanwell Hans Christian Andersen, and yeah, see you soon. Thank you for watching and subscribe. Thanks, bye bye.